Hey, and welcome back to Unstuck. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Robin Goldenberg here at Strategy Leaders, and today we're going to dive deep into something I think every small business owner needs, but most haven't built yet: a real 3 year plan. Now, before you roll your eyes at me or say, Robin, I don't even know what I'm doing next month, I do get it. I own businesses and I work with clients, but this isn't about predicting the future. It's about giving yourself and your team a clear direction to build towards. Because when you don't have a long term lens, every decision feels urgent. Every opportunity feels tempting. Every fire feels like the whole house is burning. But with a 3 year plan, you get leverage, you get perspective. You start making decisions that actually compound instead of constantly resetting the game. So, in this episode, I'm going to walk you through why most small business owners avoid this kind of planning and what that's really costing you, what a 3 year plan should actually include, the exact prompts I use with clients to help them build theirs, and how to make your plan actionable, not just aspirational. So, let's dive in. All right, let's talk about why most business owners don't plan long term. Here's what I hear all the time: things change too fast. What's the point of planning that far ahead? Or I don't even know if I'll want to run this business in 3 years. Why plan for it? Dude, I get it. Totally fair. But here's the thing: your 3 year plan, it's not a crystal ball, it's a lens. What I always say is that this isn't written in stone. This is a way to get your head focused, right? It's a way to make better decisions today because you actually know where you are going. If you don't have that lens, what happens is you end up building reactively. So you hire the wrong people, you say yes to the wrong clients, you get stuck in delivery longer than you meant to. I've totally been there. And maybe the business will grow, but it's not going to feel right. So, no, you don't need to know exactly what's coming. You just need a direction that helps you steer. And that's what we're building. Let's talk about what a 3 year plan actually does. So, there are three big reasons I believe that every business owner needs a 3 year plan. First, like I said, it gives you direction. You can stop chasing shiny objects and start asking, does this move us closer to the business I actually want to build? That one question can save you from years of drift. Second, it'll give you clarity. When you've defined your future business, you can finally start saying no to ideas that don't fit, even good ones. And third, you get compounding. Because when your team, your offers, your systems are all aligned with that longer term plan, love this. You stop reinventing every quarter, you stop hiring just to survive, and you start building assets, not just solving problems. I want to take a pause and do a little client snapshot. I want to talk about Jason. So, Jason runs a service business, a 7 person team, solid revenue, but no real clear vision. And every quarter, he was trying something new offer, new systems, new lead gen push. Nothing was wrong, but nothing stuck. So I asked him, okay, it's 3 years from now. The business is working beautifully. What does it look like? And he said, I'm not managing 12 people. I'm doing strategy work with high margin clients. I'm not running, I'm thinking. Boom. That's the vision. From there, we simplified his service model, redesigned the org chart, and started saying no to anything that didn't move him towards that picture. And he went from reactive to intentional. And his team, they finally understood where they were going and why they were going there. All right. So, that being said, let's talk about building yours. You don't need a fancy document. You don't need a 40-page deck. You know how I feel about those. You just need real answers to these 7 questions. Take notes if you want, or just talk it out with yourself later, or book a meeting with me. I'd love to chat with you, but don't skip this. So, number one, what does the business look like in 3 years? I want you to describe it like it's already real, not just the numbers. Tell me about the shape of the business. How many people? What kind of clients? What are you known for? What does your offer suite look like? What kind of money are you bringing in? And how does it feel? Get specific. This is your destination. Number two, I want you to ask yourself, what do you want to be doing? Are you still in delivery? Are you a CEO full time? Are you semi retired with summers off? Your business should work for you, not trap you. And that means your role as the owner has to evolve too. That is pivotal here. Number three, what kind of team does the business need? I'm not talking about who's on your payroll today. I mean, in 3 years, who's owning revenue? Who's running delivery? Who's handling operations and finance? Think in functions, which is what we talked about on the last episode about org charts. Design the roles before you assign the names. Four is what systems need to exist? What processes, tools, rhythms will that business run on? You'll probably need clear reporting, weekly team cadences, strong onboarding, visibility into cash flow, and some sort of metrics dashboard. If that sounds far off, it's an even better reason to map it now. Number five, what are you known for? In 3 years, what does your brand own in the market? What are people coming to you for? What are you not doing anymore? I love that one. This drives your positioning, your offer strategy, and your marketing. Number six, what has to happen between now and then? We start mapping milestones. What needs to happen in the next 12 months? We'll talk about a 1 year plan in the next couple episodes. And what's your 2 year focus? What unlocks at year three? You don't need perfect numbers, you just need a rough roadmap. And then finally, number seven, out of everything you just wrote down, what's the number one domino that moves everything else forward? That is your focus for the next quarter. Look, you don't need to plan 5 years out, but 3 years, that's close enough to feel real and far enough to stretch you. So if you've been drifting, if you've been growing but still feeling off, this is your chance to hit reset. You don't have to figure it all out this week, but if you take 30 minutes and answer these questions, you'll have more clarity than most business owners get in an entire year. Next week, we're going to talk about how to turn that 3 year vision into a clear, usable 1 year plan your team can actually execute. So if you want to be here and want to hear that, I would love if you would subscribe to Unstuck wherever you get your podcasts. And if you want help mapping this for your business, my link is in the description. Apply for a strategy sprint, and I would love to chat with you. And forward this to the business owner in your life who's ready to stop running in circles and start building on purpose. Let's lead with vision. Let's get unstuck.